It's Madden NFL 24 on EA Sports, and we've got a showdown in the AFC East. It's the Buffalo Bills and the New York Jets, and it's coming up next.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, a fun matchup in the AFC East, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. Welcome again, one and all. Thanks for tuning in. I'm Brandon Gaudin on hand alongside Charles Davis. And yes, the storyline here, the weather. Snow and more of it expected as this game continues. So how will that impact how this one goes?
Can these teams ignore the distraction and the strangeness of playing in a snow game? Because it actually affects the crowd as well. That big roar you get is often muffled when there's a snow game. And the second part, what's the footwear you got on? Does that fit the and how will it handle as things get a little bit slick?
Greg Zuerlein set to get us started here, and off we go from MetLife Stadium. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So here come the Bills on offense for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
I tell you what, when he is on schedule for that week, secondaries take notice because you've got to stay alert back there on every snap. A truly powerful arm, one that's capable of challenging any level of the defense on any given play. That's why so many scouts preach arm talent when preparing for the NFL draft. A quarterback with arm strength to make every throw in the book, he's an asset to have in any offense. Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. Allen. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Davis will try to run for it. And he will have the first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. Faced with their first 3rd down conversion opportunity and able to punch it through and pick it up on the ground.
And to me, doing it on the ground sends a different type of a message than throwing the football. And, you know, let's face it, we've done a lot of games together. How often have we seen 3rd down turn into an automatic passing down no matter what the yard is?
Yeah, and last thing you want, that opening drive to go 3 and out. You got everything scripted, lined up. Let's get some points on the board, and they're able to avoid that 3 and out. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. And his throw here is incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably what he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Throwing is Allen on 3rd. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
And that might have been a situation where even though you don't hit on the deep throw, you at least put in the defender's minds early in the game that we're going to press the ball deep against your secondary. And that can have a ripple effect on how they function throughout.
So now on 4th down, Sam Martin on to punt for Buffalo. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line. So now here comes the Jet offense as they get ready to take over. Under center is a 6'2", 225-pound signal caller, Aaron Rodgers.
I remember watching him in college and seeing a guy that you knew had great potential, but I don't know that anyone knew that we would see how he would blossom as an NFL player who will go down as one of the all-time great quarterbacks. Can make every throw from every angle with terrific mobility, and he knows how to win games, always in contention for a championship.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch could be made cleanly.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Rodgers. Throw out wide is incomplete.
That is certainly one way to frustrate a quarterback. Run those extra defenders on the field. Dime package, lots of speed, no space to fit in the football.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep to return is K.J. Hamler. Taken right around the 44. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Throwing now is Allen. And there is Amari Cooper, his first catch. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A good pickup there, 26 yards. I love that play because in the snow you think run, run, run. Big passing play there.
And defenders hate it, especially in open space, because trying to come under control, break down, and make a tackle in the open field, difficult.
Plenty of shouts from this crowd as they watch the replay. They want a challenge, and they're going to get one. Did he keep those feet in bounds? That's the question they've got to decide. And I got to say, watching it in real time, it was awfully close.
Yeah, it certainly looked like a heck of a catch because he didn't appear to bobble it, which could complicate things. But even with the benefit of replay, that's pretty tight.
Well, here's the call.
After review of the play, a ruling on the field stays.
So the challenge there does not go their way. This will indeed remain a completed pass. Now a first carry for the brother of Dalvin. It's James Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
On play action, Allen. Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
That was not a real confident throw right there, and he's just 2 of 7 to start the game. Now he's going to have to find a groove with a big 3rd down coming up. Let's see if his confidence can increase.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Here's Allen to throw it. That is caught, and he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
I think he has to be saying to himself, how did that not wind up a touchdown? Remember, you just need the tip of the ball to cross the plane. It's not going to get there, but they're going to be set up in great shape with 1st and goal.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Davis is in. Touchdown, Bills. So a good job there, Charles, taking advantage of the short field, and they score first, punching it in on the short touchdown run.
I love the theme there, right? They didn't have to do anything big on that drive. Took advantage of where they were on the field, took it downfield, put the ball in the end zone. The only thing big on that drive, the 6 on the scoreboard.
Tyler Bass on for the extra point attempt. Well, these may be an adventure this afternoon, but this one is good. 5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. This taken in at the goal line. And some good special teams coverage as they bring him down just outside of the 15. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this position.
Dashing through the snow. Now he's free to midfield. How about this? Breece Hall. And he's going to be taken out of bounds, but not before he gets this all the way down to the 10. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get an update when we return to MetLife Stadium. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. Throw left side complete. That's Adams. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. Here's 2nd and 2 now from the 3. Throwing is Rodgers. He's got Wilson, and that's a Jets touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass, and the Jets are an extra point away from drawing level.
They went 5 wide in that offensive set, and racing going 3 wide's a big deal. To go 5, how about the way that they finish things off?
Did you just fit a race car reference into the game?
Zoom, zoom. How about the way that you play? When you go 5 wide, that means you're going fast now.
Zoom, zoom indeed. Extra point through the snowflakes, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he returns this to the 22. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their own 22. Beginning this series with a handoff to Cook. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
From the 23, here's a 2nd down and 9. Now Allen. And that is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. From the gun, it's Allen. He's got his target. That's complete. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
Even against double coverage, he found enough of an opening for a noticeable gain. Two guys on him, yet he finds a way to uncover downfield for the completion.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. To the sideline and incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he let him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Allen to throw once more. This one to the right, caught by Valdez-Scantling. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. To the air, Allen. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. A busy first quarter. His 3rd catch of the afternoon is a first down.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards, the final tally. These two teams all tied after one. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, it's Cook. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Not a huge carry there on first down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
The 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? On play action, Allen. A quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete. Curtis Samuel, the intended target, and it's 3rd down. Now Allen. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
So another 3rd down conversion, and now they've got a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Davis. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. A great play there with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Bills have taken the lead. Well, fair to say they've got something here in this rookie running back, and he's in for the 2nd time of the ball game.
And Brandon, it's a position where there's often a lot of turnover, a lot of competition at that spot. But he's proven to them that he wants to be the bell cow guy that his franchise can rely on.
Tyler Bass now for the point after. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it's culminated by a 2-yard touchdown run. after the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. On the return is Gibson. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. Time for another drive here for this Jets offense. So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this, but if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch, and it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here, not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And he'll be corralled right around the 34. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
That's good for Jets. First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now it's Rodgers. He completes it to Wilson. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 2nd down. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
They'll run with Hall. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line.
I always appreciate runners who understand situations. That was just 3rd and inches. No reason to dance around in the backfield and try and break off a bigger play. Just go pick up the first down, and that's exactly what he did.
So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Here's Rodgers. He finds Wilson. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. A good pickup there, 21 yards. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 35-yard line. This is Wilson on the jet sweep. Room here to run. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop it. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the 2nd quarter. 14-7. There's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. They'll set up the screen for Hall. And this carry terminated at the 8-yard line. Good stick skill showing the power, but just not much room to operate. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down.
He's had success running the football, and this is more or less an extension of that because they drop it off to him on the screen. And I'll bet he's thinking to himself, if I didn't have to slow up a bit here in traffic, I could have really made something out of that one.
There's Hall bringing in another one. And the Jets are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
And sometimes when you run a screen pass down in the red zone, it's really tough to create a lot of room to operate. The field's pretty condensed, but that was really well designed there, and they're able to pick up a 1st down.
Now Rodgers. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert. A 1-yard touchdown reception. And the Jets are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the 1st half. And a little time left on the clock, so on the other side, they're thinking, gosh, we'd like to get that lead right back.
Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. Here I am going ahead and tapping out the first half.
Well,
There's still time. They've got to make a decision about what they want to do on the kickoff, or they want to let their return guy touch it.
Zerline now for the PAT. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. A 10-play drive that time. And all of that was capped off by a Jeremy Ruckert touchdown catch. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will come out to the 25 as Hamler elects not to return it. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here. Throwing on first down is Allen. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. Allen now looks to throw. And that one will fall incomplete. Clock here now, just under 30 seconds to go in this first half.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Allen going to throw. Got his target, Samuel. Now the Bills will use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Allen again. Again, he'll find Samuel for the completion. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. On first down, Allen. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Quentin Williams busting through to get him for a loss of 6. So we've hit halftime all even at 14 apiece. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, thanks very much. Back to you guys in a bit. But first, we welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. The snow certainly making conditions difficult, and it's not likely to get better anytime soon. As we turn it right back over to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach. Yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. This snow front that has socked much of the East Coast not going away as we are back to it in the second half. On the return is Gibson. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as these guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. And the Jets going to take over on offense to begin this third quarter. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and all tied on the scoreboard.
And it sets us up for what could be a really fun second half because we've seen both sides score almost at will here in the first half. And now, here in the second half, getting the ball first, you've got to think, hey, we can go out and really run our offense the way we did in the first half. But if I'm a defensive player, all I'm thinking is, can I make a play to really help out my team and break this streak of offense?
And he'll slide to a halt here. Still a little shy of the first down marker. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a third down.
The defense did its job of taking away a quick throw, but that's only half the battle because they've got to get to him before he can make a run for it. A little bit late containing him there, so he makes a nice gain out of a play that looked like it was in trouble.
On third down, here's Hall. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
On third down, that's a good job of situational football and understanding where the first down marker was and getting there.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. Wilson's got it complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
Now a 2nd and 2. Here's Hall again. And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't it?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. On 1st and 10, here's Rodgers. Over the middle, complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. From the 22 now, here's 2nd down and 7. On play action, it's Rodgers. And he's got it! Touchdown! Tyler Conklin, a 22-yard touchdown grab. And the Jets have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. So the quarterback drops to throw, looks over, and boom, a guy that wide open, he has to be thinking, wait a minute, this is some kind of a dream. This is too easy.
Yeah, a great dream. One you don't want to wake up from. But for the defense, almost feels like there was a bust in coverage.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. for the touchdown. It's Zerline. He'll kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line. So bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
In need of only about the length of the football here on second down. On play action, Allen. That ball is caught. Marquez Valdez-Scantling. A first down there on a pickup of 25. In this weather, any big play in the passing game, that's just a bonus, right?
It certainly is, but oftentimes offenses think in clement weather plays to their advantage because you know where you're going on offense. Defenders have to react, and they often slip.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They run the counter with Cook. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd down and 5. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. So they'll get nothing out of that play, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here at MetLife Stadium. And this offense on 3rd down today, they've been excellent, 6 for 7. This will be 3rd and 5. To throw, it's Allen. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
That's a tough spot for a running back coming out of the backfield because you know he's got to look for the football, knowing full well he's got a man coming his way, full steam, and he broke that one up.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. The New York set to take the field. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. They'll start out here with a jet sweep. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2. Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, and one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
From the 21, here's a 2nd and 8. Paul want to give up the middle. And he'll get this up over the 25 to the 26.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Third and 3. To throw is Rodgers. He's got his target. That's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
And that pickup on the first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he'll take it across midfield and into Buffalo territory. 132 yards rushing for him now as his sensational afternoon continues. Well, they'll take that every time with a lead. First down, fourth quarter, getting 8 yards. You love that.
They will take it, and you have to ask the defensive guys, why did you give it? I mean, you know the situation. You're down, have to stop them, have to get the football back. But 8 yards on first down puts them back on their heels.
Yeah, he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. That one a first down pickup of 8.
But they didn't accomplish their goal. They didn't get a stop there, gave up another first down. They have all 3 timeouts in their pocket. I think defensively, you've got to start thinking about using them here.
I was just going to ask you at what point you think now's the go time?
I think now's the go time. I don't think you sit back and wait because they can take a lot of time off the clock between plays and run 3 to 4 and really put you in a stressful spot.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Not sure what happened there, but he just didn't get the right read on the coverage that time. Pass wasn't where it needed to be, and that'll send them back to the drawing board.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun. Rodgers. Caught. It's Wilson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Throwing is Rodgers. And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
I think he's taking an awful chance with the football right there. You've got to lead, you've got to protect it, and he's taking chances putting it out there in a little bit of jeopardy.
Especially in a spot like this, 4th quarter, as you said, trying to cling to that advantage.
Yeah, that one probably should have been picked, huh?
Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
After the made field goal, Zuerlein back out there now to send this one away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. Allen and the Bills now down 24-14. A little under 2.5 to go. They have all 3 timeouts and the 2-minute warning, but they need 2 scores. And throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45.
It's a gain of 25 yards. First down, Bills.
Allen off the play fake. Throw left side to Kincaid. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50.
He's a rookie, and you don't want to get hung up on the word potential. But when you see him make catches like that, you keep thinking to yourself, he's good now. He's got a chance to be great with plenty of work.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Normally, he's pretty reliable. Usually catches what's thrown to him. On that play, he simply dropped it.
They'll bring a tight end in motion left. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen on the move to his left. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Throwing now is Allen. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And he will be out of bounds after a nice pickup. And that will also lead us to the 2-minute warning. Now Allen. He's going to look end zone here for Cooper. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And while it's probably going to take a miracle at this stage, if they come down with this one in the end zone, they've still got a fighting chance. That one, however, winds up incomplete.
Flush to his right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a first down. Throwing, Allen. Escaping the pressure right. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Well, here's a classic second guess. I thought he had a better chance of a positive play if he just ran it himself. The coverage downfield was really good. That one falls incomplete.
To throw is Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. Allen. Sliding out of the pocket.
I'm actually looking at this play with defensive eyes here, partner, because they were still laser focused on him after his earlier exploits on this drive. I think they went back to the well just a little bit too soon. He got across the line of scrimmage, but they certainly weren't giving up much more than that.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Jets are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. Across midfield. And finally brought down at the 38. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll get it with just a shade under a minute to go in the game. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. They'll go again with Hall. The excellent play last time is followed by a much more routine gain of 3. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now third down coming up. Give to Hall running right. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. And defensively, they were ready for that, a full-on blitz on fourth down, and they stop him short of the marker.
Oh, and someone's got to feel really good about that, and that's the defensive coordinator. He dialed up a great run blitz defense, and they hit it just right. Stack that thing up. They're going to feel awesome going to the bench after that big play.
And a penalty flag comes in as that one winds up incomplete, but the contact is going to move the ball well downfield. So the game will continue for at least one more play.
Cannot finish a game on a defensive penalty. That's why they get one more untimed attempt.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. That is caught inside the 5. So it's a victory here for the New York Jets. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.